Nako, Auntie Claire, hawak di umano ng isang OFW ang totoong Beverly Hills Police Report yan sa nangyaring krimen sa Amerika. Kasi ang paliwanag po nito ni Auntie Claire nakaraan, yung kumakalat daw ngayon sa Facebook, sa YouTube, or sa social media ay fake news daw. At nabanggit niya doon na may dinagdag lang. Ibig sabihin yan, meron talagang police report. Yun nga lang, ang paliwanag niya may dinagdag lang, isinama yung pangalan ng ating cute na First Lady. Ibig sabihin lang yan, nakita nila yung original. Dapat pinakita nila yung original report kung ano talaga yung totoo. Ikumpara doon sa kumakalat ngayon. Pero eto, panoorin po natin ang paliwanag ng isang OFW na nagsasabing hawak nila etong original or yung totoong Beverly Hills Police Report dyan sa nangyari. At natatandaan natin na itong nakaraan may ipinakita si Maharlika sa live na police report. Bigli kaya na yung hawak ni Maharlika at hawak nitong OFW ay iisa? Kasi may picture na nagkita na sila. Naku po, eto, panoorin natin ang video.
Adlaw kanatong tanan, and it is currently exactly 7:55 here in the city of San Francisco. And dami diri karon sa balay sa kumbana. We were supposed to celebrate my birthday and witness the Pride Parade, but we had a heart-to-heart conversation. Kay, I think it's time for you guys to know. Today I'm going to read to you guys very important excerpts or portions from the document that I have received from the police department's archives. If you remember, if you have been following me, I was one of the few who've been provided the original document with the complete accounts on what had happened on the 8th of March, on a Saturday, when Paulo Tantoco died. So yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen to me after this, but my husband and I had already talked about it. I will be going into a complete incognito mode. I have already changed my number, and we have already talked about the possibility on moving to a different state, because right now we have already moved to a completely different city. But we will definitely be moving to a different state. We will be doing that because I really do believe that you guys do deserve to know what happened. So yeah, here it goes. So if you have been following me, you should know by now that I have received a couple of documents from the archives dito sa police department katong nahitabo dito sa Pizza Utso sa Marso katong namatay si Paulo Tantoco. First document is the complete account of what had happened there. Hinatay siya mismo sa akong kanang kliyente. Nagkatabaho mismo dito sa archives. That was a couple of days after that incident. And then the second document is katong naglibog kung anong gisendan ko nila. Pizza 5 man to sa Abril siguro. Basta nakadawat ko first week of April nga nakadawat ko kanang document stating na dili ko na sila hatag og any information about what had happened there. Apparently it's because it is not considered as a high profile case. Motong hinungdangan ni refrain na sila from providing any information as to what had happened there. Because if you can remember atong Pizza 2 sa Abril, first week of April basically, na ini-visit nila dito sa police department, and then the case had been superseded on the first week of April, and mo to nakadawat ko document sa Pizza 5 via email, nga ako silang gitawagan confirming what is happening, anong gisendan mo ko ninyo, na katong na makistorya na ginunta ko sa akong contact. Pero luckily, I was able to talk to my contact person, and then the person basically just explained to me what had happened on that day, on the first week of April. And the third document kanong ako nadawat is the only allowed information that they can provide. Because after all, this is America, there is the Freedom of Information Act. Basically, if there's any information that concerns public safety, it will be provided. Kay freedom of information, there is really big man in America. You can actually have that information by request as long as you are able to pay a hefty amount of money. And oh, by the way, you guys, before I go through the important information in the documents that I have here in my possession, let me just remind you guys that the information that I will be divulging in this video is very explicit, and I will only be reading information that is only allowed of me to divulge. Because after all, this is still an ongoing case, it's still under investigation, and whatever information that I will be putting out in public may make or break the case. And I really don't want to ruin the ongoing investigation because this is now considered as a high-profile case. And I really don't know what will happen to me after I go through these documents. But it is what it is. I have already made up my mind, and I will be reading it to you guys. So let me go through the first document that I have here. This is actually the last document that I have received from the archives from that police department. And I believe this is the same document that Maharlika has in her possession. And this document has some accounts of what had happened over there, but it is not complete because after all, as what I've said earlier, the case is still under investigation. So this is what I have here. I have redacted some important information on there that includes my complete name, my legal name here in the United States, and my address. So I think this is what Maharlika has in her possession. So let me read that to you real quick. This letter is in response to your request, the request under California Public Records Act, the act in which you seek a copy of Police Report 2005-00111805, the electronic request made to the Beverly Hills Police Department, BHPD, on blah, blah, blah. The BHPD has determined that the request in part seeks copies of disclosable public records in the BHPD's possession. So under that, if you are going to check on here, it has the description of the crime. It is actually considered as a death investigation and a crime. So it says here also, reported date, March 8, 2025, around 11:32 a.m. Time of the incident, March 8, 2025, 11:32 a.m. Victim age, Juan Paulo Tantoco, 44. Summary of the incident. On Saturday, March 8, 2025, at approximately 11:30 hours, officers were dispatched to the Beverly Hilton Hotel regarding a person not breathing. Officers entered the room and observed hotel security performing chest compressions on an unconscious male subject. Officer took over with life-saving measures and subject was pronounced deceased at 12:05 hours by the paramedics. So I believe this is the same document that they are sending out to everyone if ever mangayo ka ng document ba kay manghatag mo gina sila, public records mo gina siya. So more than ang allowed nila nga pwede nila mahatag sa public, no? Very vague. It does not have complete accounts on whatever happened on that fateful day on the 8th of March. And the second document that I have here, let me just read that on my computer. It's right here. This one, I received this on the 5th of April. Let me read it to you real quick. Basically, gist aning a document is that they are not going to divulge any information. I believe this was after those Asian-looking men visited the Police and Archive Department on the 2nd of April. So basically, first week of April, nang limpyo gid sila na mga sayop nga nabuhat atong kuan ba sa Archives Department. So money, the second document, and we go to the first document. The document that I have received from my client. So guys, ako lang yung basahon ninyo, no? But throughout me reading this document, I will be redacting some information as well, very important names, and some people that I will be protecting because I do believe that they have nothing to do with the case. However, since their names are here, I will be reading them, but I will be redacting them when I edit the video, okay? Alright, so let me just go through the document that I have received from my client who works at the Archives Department. Okay, Beverly Hills Police Department, Crime and Incident Report, report number BHPD 2025-0308-0911. Type of report, death investigation. Date and time reported March 8, 2025, 11:30 hours. Date, time of incident, March 8, 2025, approximately 04:30 hours to 11:30 hours. Location of incident, Beverly Hilton Hotel. It has a complete address as to which, where it happened. The name of the victim, which is Juan Paulo Tantoco, male, age 44, date of birth is redacted. Reporting officer, Narrative summary. On Saturday, March 8, 2025, at approximately 11:30 hours, BHPD dispatch received a 911 call reporting an unresponsive male individual located in room number at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Were dispatched to the location and arrived on the scene at 11:38 hours. Upon entry to the unit, responding officers observed a hotel security performing chest compressions on an unconscious male subject, later identified via identification cards as Juan Paulo Tantoco, date of birth redacted, age 44.
Ang tanong dito, sino ba talaga ang nagsasabi ng totoo? Ano sa tingin nyo? Kaya dito po natin aabangan itong nabanggit o napuspo ni Senator Robin Padilla nitong nakaraan na ito dapat magkaroon ng investigasyon. mas maganda dyan sa Senate hearing. Oo, ipatawag yung mga nag-post, nagpakalat sa police report di umano, at para naman kung hindi totoo, edi mapanagot yung nagpapakalat niyan. At kung totoo naman, ay dapat magpa-pulburon test na. Di ba? Kasi delikado yan na sasangkot po ang first family tungkol po sa usapin po ng mga pulburon na yan. Hindi na natin sigurado kung anong tama pa yung desisyon nila. Pero sa ngayon, wala pa namang resulta na nagpositibo sila dahil wala pa rin. Ayaw pa rin nila. Ang dami nang nananawagan. Bakit takot sila? Yun nga lang kasi, pag magpa-test po kasi sila at pakinggan yung karamihan sa panawagan tapos nag-positive, nakumatik na. Si BP Sara, ang uuko, wala pang 2028, ay si BP Sara, panalo na. Kasi Auntie Claire ay mukhang hirap na hirap ng ipagtanggol. Hindi daw nakasama. Pero may video na itong nakaraan na kumakalat Tapos itong dalawang to ay matindi itong si Maharlika at itong si Dean Chase. Isang OFW din na may mga dokumentong mga hawak na patunay sa mga di umanong mga krimen na nangyari. Nasangkot daw si ganito, ito daw ang nangyari. Hindi po basta baliwalain to, hindi yung puro na lang tayo taalay. Yung laman ng balita nga, puro taalay, ganito yung nangyari, pakpak ganon. Ito, hindi ba natin pwedeng alaman to na totoo ba o hindi itong mga kumakalat ngayon? Para naman, kasi hindi po matapos-tapos to. Itong pagdududa po sa first family na di umano ay nagpupulburon. Sana naman, para matapos na ang lahat, di magpapulburon test na. Di tapos na. Di ba? Hindi na tayo magdududa. Sabi ni Flora May, tingnan mo, sabihin pa ni Auntie Claire, fake news. Yun nga sabihin ni Auntie Claire, fake news. Tapos may nagsasabi, hawak yung totoong police report. Sabi ni Petra Gatusang, natralala na si Claire. Pero kaya pa ni Auntie Claire. Kayang-kaya niya yan. Magaling yan. Sabi ni Cherry Tano, sana maibigay mo yan kay BP at Amy Marcos dahil sinasabi nila fake news ang lahat. Kaya ngayon, binabaliktad na pictures. Alam niyo, sa totoo lang, itong si BP Sara Duterte, maraming hawak na mga dokumento na hindi basta-basta na mapa-impeach yan. Kasi si BP Sara Duterte mismo, nakaraan pa, nabanggit niya na ang issue na to. Sinabi niya na mismo na may nangyaring krimen yan sa Amerika at nabanggit pa niya mismo ang pangalan ng ating First Lady na sangkot daw. Si BP Sara mismo yan nagsabi. At hindi naman yan basta-basta magsasabi yung Vice President natin kung hindi niya nakita yung proof, kung hindi niya nakita yung patunay. Diba? Kaya alam nila to, nila BP Sara Duterte. Kaya abangan natin yan. Sana matuloy po yung usap-usapan na magkaroon ng Senate hearing, no? Naku po, kabahan na naman to si Auntie Claire dito. Hanggang dito na, thank you. Bye-bye.